Hello everyone, welcome to AD Academy. Today we are going to learn about punctuation rules. What are punctuations? There are some marks that we use to pause sentence, to stop sentence, and we can check more examples of it. So, could you please read the sentences? I like cooking my family and my pet. Does it make sense? It seems funny. Next, the thief said the judge needs to be punished. So, with punctuations, I will be changing the meaning. The way I said or the way I read is that seems not correct, right? A thief, can a thief says like this, like the judge needs to be punished and I like cooking my family and my pet. Does it make sense? So with punctuations, we are going to change these two sentences. We can check it. Now we can read again. I like cooking, my family and my pet. Now it makes sense. So this is the importance of using punctuation while writing, and also you can communicate the idea clearly. Next, the thief. Then we need to pause. The thief said the judge. So there you can see quotation marks. So wherever we use quotation marks, it's said by the judge. That's why. And again a pause, said the judge. What the judge said next? Needs to be punished. So who needs to be punished? Is it the judge or the thief? Yeah, it's the thief. So it is said by who's the speaker here? It is the judge. So this is the importance of using punctuation marks. So punctuation means using special marks in writing. It helps us to understand meaning clearly and we can read correctly and to avoid confusion, as we have already seen the examples. Another funny examples of using punctuation. Let's see grandma. Can we eat grandma? No. It's let's eat grandma. Next. So why is punctuation important? As it changes the meaning of a sentence. Let's eat grandma. So that the meaning has changed. So makes writing clear and effective, and it shows poses and emotions as well. What about exclamation mark? It's a emotion. We will be expressing an emotion through that symbol sign. Stop. We used a period or full stop. Next, stop. That an exclamation. Stop. Do I need to stop? So it's like asking question. So with these symbols, we'll be changing the meaning of sentences. Other types of punctuations, you can clearly check which all signs, how it will be used. Also check colon and semicolon, how the symbols come. Full stop. Otherwise, we can say period in American English. Next, comma, question mark, exclamation mark, apostrophe, quotation marks, colon, semicolon, and hyphen. We can check each of the symbols explanation with its example. Overall, we can use it. So first one, full stop. That help us to end a statement and an order used in abbreviations as well. So first one you can see, I live in Mumbai. That's a sentence. An independent clause, a complete standalone sentence. We have already discussed sentence structure in the last class. Next, I'm working in a hospital. So I live in Mumbai, full stop. I'm working in a hospital. So that help us to pose the sentence. Also, we can differentiate or separate two different ideas. And you can also note one thing, after full stop, you need to capitalize the word starting letter. Next, please sit down. It's like a statement. You can close it with a period or a full stop. Next, abbreviations for doctor. Dr. Sharma is my teacher. And also names should be capitalized. Next is a comma. Comma separates items in a list, like pen, paper, pencil, like that. And it shows a pause as well. And used after introductory phrases and also before conjunctions like and, but, and so. We can check the examples. I bought apples, bananas, and grapes. If three or more items there in a list, you need to use this Oxford comma, which is placed before and. After school, I went home. And for another case, whenever there are a sentence that starts with the preposition, you need to put a comma after the introductory phrase. Here you can see after school. So after is a preposition. So after school I went home. After school there we can pause it. So that's an introductory phrase. Then what comes next? I went home. That's an independent sentence. So you can separate it with a comma. Next one. Okay, so we had discussed shows a pose used after introductory phrase and before conjunctions as well. So he was tired. Again, to which parts of speech this belongs to? But it's a conjunction. And what about this part? He was tired and he continued. Both are independent clauses. Whenever we separate two independent clauses with a conjunction, you need to put a comma before the conjunction, which means this comma. It's very important. So these are the usages of comma. I hope it's clear. We can move on to the next punctuation. More examples for comma. Yes, I understand. It's a pose. If you work hard, you will succeed. So after this introductory phrase, you can put a comma. What about this one? Imagine if this part comes first. You will succeed if you work hard. Do I need to put comma when after succeed then? No. No needed. Not needed, as is this is the introductory phrase and this is an independent clause. So if a dependent clause comes first, you need to put a comma, and if the independent clause follows it. Next, she is kind. It is like a listing. She is kind, comma, helpful, comma, honest. Imagine if helpful is not there. Do you need to put a comma here? Not needed. You can just use she is kind and honest. That's needed. You don't need to put comma there. But now here we have three things. So that you need to use this Oxford comma. That's necessary. Next one, question mark. That you will be knowing. Used at the end of a question. What is your name? What are you doing? Do you like English? So you can imagine of more questions like that. That's very easy. Question mark. Next, exclamation mark. So wherever we use exclamation mark, what do you mean by exclamation? That shows strong feelings, and for also used in wishes as well. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. So will be wonder. Next, help, save me, strong feelings. Then next, used in wishes. Happy birthday. Okay. Like that you can use exclamation marks. Next one is apostrophe, that used to show possession and shows contraction or like short forms. Example, Ria's book. There we used apostrophe. Okay. Comes after Ria. Then next the boy's bag. Here comes children's bag, that shows possession. So whose book, whose bag is this? That's a boy's bag. And next for contractions, for writing do not, we can use don't as short form, and for I am we can use am, she is, that we can use it. Could you please give me more examples for each? You can see we can write want, and for can't, that's for will not and cannot. Next, quotation marks, that is used for direct speech and shows exact words spoken. Can we write the exact words of somebody else said without using quotation mark? No, it's known as plagiarism. So you need to use quotation marks whenever you're quoting someone else said, and for direct speech as well. So here you can see he said, comes a post, then quotation marks, I'm ready. And about this one, she asked, where are you? So we'll be quoting shows exact words what the other person said. The views, quotation marks. And colon, how we can write colon? Two dots, not one comma and one dot. It's like two dots, that is known as colon. It introduces a list and also before explanation or example. You can check the examples. I need the following items, and the speaker go on to list something: pen, pencil, and notebook. And next one, before explanation, remember this colon. Honesty is the best policy to separate idea. Next one is a semicolon, that joins closely related sentences and used instead of a conjunction as well. Like I was late, but the bus didn't. We are not using a conjunction though. Instead, we can use a semicolon. It's a dot plus a comma. So I was late, semicolon. The bus didn't arrive. So it will be like closely related sentences are by joined by this semicolon. Next, she loves reading, and without using conjunction, books are her best friends. Next one is hyphen, that joins two words, used in compound words and used in numbers as well. For the adjective, if we are using one or more adjective also, you can use this. A tall, white, young lady, you can put hyphens in between them. Next, yeah, well-known author, part-time job. For numbers, 21 students. There you can use hyphen. Yeah, next. For all, you can use capital letters. So at the beginning of a sentence, name of people and places, as it is a proper noun. That's why we will be capitalizing the name of people and places. Next, days and months like Tuesday, Monday, January, February, everything should be capitalized. The first letter should be capitalized, and the pronoun I as well. Next, like these are the examples, so you can just read through. Rahul. So R is a proper noun. You can capitalize it. And week, Friday. I have an exam on Friday. The Taj Mahal is in Agra. So the place name is a proper noun. Schools close in December. So December D is capitalized. We celebrate Christmas. Also, like this festivals, we will be capitalizing it every year. Yeah, I speak English and Hindi. He is Indian for nationality. Mars is smaller than Jupiter. Also for planets, we'll be capitalizing the words. Thank you all for listening to the class. See you in the next session.